Yep.
So told people that is a big deal when you have the 2 flavors and the way that they even extended it where they've never extended it this far.
Yep.
It's always been sold out. And I'm like, I would get the double pack right then with that. So.
Totally. Good call. So we have a few ideas going on this month. Someone's going to do a 21-day challenge group right up to Thanksgiving, which is awesome because all challenge packs are $20 off. Some of us are considering doing a 6 weeks of the work group starting next Monday because that leads right up to Christmas Day, which is super cool. Some of us are talking about just doing a nutrition-based group, which is a great idea through the holidays and helping people stay on track.
Hey, boy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm walking through the grocery store. Did you say that you had a story and you missed the poll on it?
Yeah.
So if you go into your story archives,
yes,
you should be able to still see your polls and all your answers and then be able to grab them from there. That's sometimes what I do when I miss it.
Okay. I knew they wouldn't let you look up like who viewed your story after so many hours, but I think for polls, you're right because people did vote on that. Good call.
Yeah.
I will look.
I had to do that yesterday. I missed some and I just went to my story archives and it shows you who voted on the polls and then you can still message them from there.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes. Thanks for that reminder. Sure. Yeah, so I love the ideas. I think it's great. Don't forget, we also have the vegan bars launching next month too, which is awesome and exciting. I think it's going to be a great way to close out the year. And I have people right now that are interested in 2B Mindset or starting it themselves. So maybe I should just jump on the 2B Mindset train and like do that for this month. So, and then I think I'll offer a team-wide 3-day refresh for for right after Thanksgiving because people love doing that and it'd be a great way to get the team involved and doing it together as a team. So I'll start talking about that now on the team page. Anything else anybody wants to share for the month and being excited?
I decided I wanted to do what we did last year as a team too. I want to do that 3-day refresh around, right after Thanksgiving and start encouraging them right now while different challenge packs are on sale,
yes.
But also to even snag it for December because we don't know what the promos are going to be for our little black dress challenge for New Year's.
The black dress challenge.
Because as we do the work through my group through this nutrition, we're doing meal plans and meal prep and I walk them through and we're doing a weekly Zoom of going over what we learned for the week and takeaways and kind of meet together and how we're getting through things. So I like the idea of getting people plugged in, like seeing them kind of like a team meeting, how that works.
Yes, so, I love that. Awesome. Gosh dang it. I took a video of Autumn talking yesterday at Super Sunday, and now I don't think I have it because I think I was cleaning out my phone on the flight last night, and I think I deleted it accidentally. Damn it. I hate when I do that. But she was there. She was like on fire. And before she even like did the workout, she got on stage and did this whole spiel about, I want to understand why the holidays, everyone falls off the wagon. So like, this is a discussion. Tell me why. Why is this so hard? And someone was like, because there's holidays. And she's like, that's bullshit because there's holidays the entire rest of the year. She goes, in summer, there's Easter, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, 457 barbecues, birthdays. So she's like, so don't tell me that with 3 holidays, because she goes, it's 3. I mean 4 for some. She's like, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Hanukkah or Christmas, and New Year's. She's like, don't tell me that that's different than the rest of the year. She's like, so go on, what's another reason? And somebody's like, well, it's dark outside. And she goes, yeah, that's bullshit too, because you know that little switch on the wall? You can flip it and turn it on. So freaking turn on some lights. And somebody's like, well, it's colder. And she's like, yeah, you know why that's bullshit? Because if you move, you'll get warm. So work out. Like, you'll get warm when you move. Ironic. And then she goes, something about somebody was saying like, well, in the wintertime you wear more clothes. And she goes, yeah, you want to know why I don't buy that either? What am I wearing right now? And she's wearing like leather workout pants. And she's like active wear that's comfortable, but also leather. Everyone's pulling out like cute stuff that they want to look good in. So she's like, I'm not buying that. The fact that you're covering up means that you can have extra fluff. So like pretty much every reason.
That's why. That's just all it is.
And then she goes, so now let's actually think about this. Why do you think that Thanksgiving should be more than one meal? She's like, Thanksgiving is a meal. She's like, so why are you still eating crappy after Thanksgiving? And everyone goes, leftovers. And then she goes, then you bought too much food. You don't know how to save your money. She's like, and everyone says they can't afford to pay for this. Well, there's where your money went. You don't know how to budget correctly. She's like, and you bought too much food. And she's like, you should not be eating leftovers. Everyone goes, well, it's money. I don't want to throw it away. And she goes, guess what else is money? Your health. So throwing away the food that you shouldn't be eating, that's not going to make you feel good anyways, isn't a money thing because you're going to pay for it on the other end. So she's like, Thanksgiving should be one meal. She goes, Hanukkah, I'm not giving you 8 days. That can be 2, and that should be 2 meals. She's like, the other 6, figure it out. She goes, and then you have Christmas. I'll give you Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, 2 meals. And then New Year's, I'll give you New Year's Eve, a meal, and New Year's Day, a meal. She goes, that's 6. That's 6 cheat meals. That's not even 1 cheat meal a week from right now to the end of the year. So she's like, so really, you have no reason to be falling off plan because our plans are built in to have a cheat meal a week. So she was like going off. I thought it was awesome because she goes, why would you not? She goes, people think that they can end the year letting all these terrible habits come into place for 2 months and then they magically wake up a new person on January 1st. I'll never drink again. I'll never eat chocolate again. I'll work out for 2 hours every day. No, you won't. Because those are all new habits that you have to form. And now you just have to break a whole bunch of habits that you just set for the last 2 months. So she goes, why would you not end the year with the last 2 months setting new habits and a new routine that will help you start January 1 and actually do some of your goals? So it was such an awesome, I loved it. I thought it made so much sense. It is a meal. She's like, but here we go thinking, well, we just had Halloween. Now I'm going to eat my kids' candy for the next 2 months because the kids don't eat it. She goes, so you let them eat it every day? She goes, well, if you're like me, you go, hey, I'll give you 1. I'll put it in your lunchbox for school. And after the first few days, it somehow magically disappears. She's like, but then you sit around and when your kids go to bed, you find yourself in that candy pot. She goes, but you won't even let your kids do that. Why are you doing that? Throw it away. She's like, or donate it. Give it places. Like, but you don't need to be keeping this. Oh, she talked about people bringing stuff to work. She goes, I don't understand why someone shows up also this time of year and is like, I brought donuts for everyone. Why? She's like, bring apples. Like, can we show up with apples to work? Why is everyone showing up to work this time of year with all that kind of food? Because we don't have enough extra parties and things like that for everybody else. Anyways, it was such a good conversation, basically calling out the nice excuses that we all like to make. And she got onto coaches being like, this is your job. Stop having a before picture. You should not be someone that consistently has a before picture. Your before picture should not look the same. She goes, because when you do that, you tell people that we sell a gimmick. And we don't sell a gimmick. We sell a lifestyle. So you should not be someone who has this before picture, then does awesome for 21 days and has amazing after pictures. And then you fall off the wagon and the next program comes out and you're like, I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to get back on track. And you take another before picture and you're back to what your before picture was before. She's like, you should not have the same before picture. You're giving us a bad rap. You're making us look like we're a gimmick. And then people don't want to join us because they think that's a fad. I don't want a fad. I want something that works for a long time. She goes, any of you know who Emily Favre is? Yes, most of us do. She goes, you know why her life changed? You didn't know who she was 2 years ago, and she had been a coach for 4 years. She went all in on 80-day obsession, and 80-day obsession is 13 weeks. So she goes, yeah, so people got to watch her for the first 3 weeks ago. Oh, sure, yeah, she lost some weight. But then week 4 came, and week 5, and week 6, and she was down more. And they started to go, oh, and then 7, 8, 2 months, all the way up to 13 weeks, which is over 3 months long. And then people go, I want that, because that's not just working for 21 days or 60 days. That's working for months. I want that. So stop showing people that we have a gimmick, because we don't. She's like, don't take lift 4 to mean that you're only supposed to work out 4 days a week. Everyone took that and ran with it. She's like, and you completely missed the message. Lift 4 was supposed to be, you lift for 4 days, and on the other 3, you do activities that you enjoy. That means you have to be active. She's like, it wasn't 3 days off, and everyone thought that it was. So she was like, you're a coach. That does not mean you have to be shredded. It does not mean you have to have abs. It does not mean that you have to be perfect, but you should not have the same before photo over and over again. You should be consistently growing and changing and showing people that what we're offering is a lifestyle, not a gimmick. So she's like, this is your time to finish the year strong. She goes, how do we finish workouts in 80-day obsession? And everyone was like, strong. And she was like, yes, you should be doing the same thing in your health and fitness in the last 2 months of the year to start your new year strong. And whenever you go all in on your own fitness and nutrition, you tend to do a lot better in your business. I know that's what happened for me. Last year after the Diamond Retreat, I did a 3-day refresh because I was so sick and tired of how I had been eating. And I was like, I got to get back on track. And I went hard on my own nutrition that month. And guess what? I went hard on my business. It kind of went hand in hand, because when you feel good about the choices you're making, you feel better about inviting people to be your coach, to be their coach, and to what you're doing. I was going to upload the video, and I'm really sad I don't have it. I think Shay has part of it. I love it.
Shay did a live video of it, so it might still be on Shay's page. That's where I watched it, and
I watched it there too.
Yeah. And then she recorded the first half too. So maybe I'll see if she can post that in the team page. But
I don't even know who you guys were talking about. All I heard, I guess I missed the name, and all I've heard is she. So who was speaking?
Shay. No, well, Autumn was speaking.
Autumn
was speaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I want to know. I'm like, she. And I'm like,
Yeah. Autumn was speaking. I thought it was very inspiring and a great reminder to like be the version of me that I want to be and that I know I can be. And not just kind of half-ass my own health and fitness and nutrition, because I don't like it when I do. I don't like feeling that way. I don't like knowing that I can be better. So it was inspiring for me. It was a great reminder.
Can I share
Yeah.
a tiny little thing real quick?
Yeah.
Talked about a win, and this is something, I mean, I could share, and then I didn't know, I pulled back a little bit. But so I don't know if anybody's seen, my sister and I, she's kind of done like a fundraiser to sponsor some families for Christmas.
Yeah.
That have a hard time. It's not the same typical way we do it. We actually pay their utilities and do like a grocery basket, and then we give them cash and do it all anonymously, right? Well, the interesting thing is I have learned a lot about myself. In 4 days, I realized in going out and finding people to support a cause
Yeah.
It kind of hit me like a truck going, oh my gosh, Jen, do the same thing in your business.
Uh-huh.
But you guys are going to die. But in 3.5 days, we've already raised $2,200 in bread.
Oh, nice.
Have enough orders to go through. We were only going to bake 3 days. We extended it 4 days this week. We booked out, and we've already sold out for another 3-day weeks of baking, where we'll literally, people are prepaying, where we will have raised, and I don't tell people what we've raised, so we will be helping. We've already almost raised $8,000.
That's awesome. Good job.
And what's interesting is, this is bread, guys. By the way, it's special bread. It's been passed down mother to daughter for over 100 years in our family, so it's very special bread. It really is.
Yeah.
But we use it for fundraisers and stuff like this, and people want it because we've done it for years. But the thing is the way I've gone and talked to people and being pumped and everything, it's like it relit a fire, and realizing, oh my heck, where have I been? If I took this approach forever in my business, I would have been way further ahead. But I'm happy to say that it hit me on the head, and it's just been different. And so I've kind of wrapped it up in there. But I set a goal. We set a goal, and we didn't just double it or triple it. We just kept going, and how we've been riding the wave of that. It's been insane. And I thought, oh my gosh. So I've been learning a lot more things and what I want to implement in my business this week.
Yeah.
And how to talk to people and how I talk about things. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. But I just have to say, own your goals, set them, own them, and you can just decide that you want it, and we'll hit it every time. You'll hit it every time when you just decide. But it's crazy how, I just have to share that. It was just so exciting.
Thank you for sharing. That's awesome. It's so fun when something that's not even a part of your business can light you back up in your business too. And yes, don't I always say the decision is the hardest part? It's the deciding that's the hardest part. But once you decide, you're like, oh, what? And that's why I started doing in-person team nights and these morning calls, and really trying to build community. Because Jen, when you build community and you invite people to community, that's what brings the people. So I'm like, that's why you want to join our team. Look at the community we have. Look at the culture we have. Look at the mission and the vision we have. So lead with the mission and the vision and the community, and invite people to the team. So what is your mission and your vision? We've talked about this. What's our team mission and vision? But you should have one for yourself. If you don't know what that is, journal it out today. What's your mission with this business? And what's your vision? What's different for you a year from now? What's different for the people that you help a year from now? That would be great things to journal on today to give you clarity. And then you know when you go talk to people about joining your team, that's why they're joining the team. You lead with that. I'm on a mission to do X, Y, and Z. I want to invite you to be a part of it. Invite people to your mission. Hi, Linda.
Good morning.
We were just talking about building community and mission and vision, and that you lead with that when you invite people to your team. It's not inviting people to a business. It's inviting them to your mission and your vision and the community that you want to build. Perfect. Did you know that Harley Davidson, did I talk about this on the call last week? Their official statement on their website of what their mission is? What do you think of when you think of Harley Davidson? Motorcycles, Cassie said it, yes. Have you looked at what their mission statement is on their website?
No.
It's we fulfill dreams of personal freedom. Doesn't say a word about motorcycles or engines or cars, anything. We fulfill dreams of personal freedom. That's the mission they're leading with. They're on a mission to fulfill dreams for people. And they're building a community based on that has such a strong culture. We all think of Harley Davidson and we know what they look like, what they wear. Like, we know their culture from as an outsider. And that's why people love them. That's why they have such raving fans. So what is your mission that causes you to invite people? If you don't have a mission, why would you even invite people to the business? So good things to journal about today as you're thinking about that. Let's take a quick picture because I know you guys got to go. Jenny, can we see your face? Can you turn on a light? Here, I might do a little like video. Chatting with these girls this morning. It's going to be an awesome November. Who's excited? We're going to end the year strong. Yeah. All right. Have an awesome day, girls.
With these girls this morning.
If anybody wants to stay on, we're going to do a live power hour.
Bye, ladies.
Work done. But otherwise, yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Do some journaling today if you don't know what your mission is.
Have a nice day. I will talk to you guys later. I have a speech to write that's due today that I didn't do last night.
All right.
Okay, good luck, Cassie. I gotta go too because I have a dentist appointment later this morning, so I gotta get my workout done.
Awesome. All right. See you, girl.
All right, bye.
How are you?
Good. I'm gonna stay. So let me just go ahead and grab my journal, okay?
All good. Yep.